Welcome back, everyone, to our second part of our teaching a kid to fish for $25 or less. This part we're going to talk about site selection and some things to think about when picking your spot to fish. So we're at a county park. Some good choices for your first time going out are county parks, city parks, state parks. They usually have some nice mowed areas. I don't know if you can see the other side of this, of the little lake that we're at here, but on the other side it's all mowed, mostly down to the water. So, and there's a nice easy bank. You can go right up to the water, so you don't need a net to take your fish out of the water. And there's also a lot of structure in the water over there. Right next to our site here, you see this tree hangs out over the water and the fish can swim right up under the tree. There's some moss here.
There used to be lots more, but it all got dissolved.
So there's some mossy patches for the fish to hide in. And then again on the other side there's another overhanging tree. They love to hang under that stuff.
Yeah.
So you want an easily accessible spot. This spot is a little bit outside of town, but it does have a little bathroom right up from where we're at here. There's a little shelter. You can even grill out a little lunch up there. And then down where we're at, it doesn't have zero entry. We have that's about a 1.5 foot drop from where we're standing down to the water. So not perfectly ideal. We're gonna have to lift the fish up, but we have a nice spot where we can land them. We can land them right here, or we can bring them right up to the grass here. And you want a relatively safe spot when you come out to fish. And so this water here, it's not very deep. You know, if Vivian were to fall in, she would probably fall in up to her knees or so.
Last time I was standing right around here, and it was not very deep.
Yeah.
Because I could stand there.
So if you can also pick a location that's close to a creek. But you want to make sure that if you have flowing water, that it's really pretty shallow. Any kind of fast moving water, you want to be extra careful. The other thing is you probably don't want to fish from a large bank down to the water if you can help it, because it's hard to lift the fish up sometimes if you have to lift them up, 10 feet or so. You can do it, but it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not the best.
So the other thing you want to make sure you have is fish. So we know there's fish here. We've caught fish here before, but you can look on DNR reports. You can even go to YouTube. I see some movement under the water actually right here, and some bubbles down there. So we know there's fish here. Word of mouth, asking people. You can always just go try a new spot too. But usually there's a body of water somewhat close to where you're living, where you can find some kind of fish, So we have easy access. We have some facilities. It's close to home. It's relatively safe here. And we can get the fish out of the water relatively easy with a decent place to put them. We also have, pretty conveniently, a picnic table, which is nice. We can set all of our stuff on. Vivian is already starting to tie this on. I'm going to slow her down for just a minute so we can go over this a little bit more closely. Okay, and we'll be right back.